All right, so here we have drawing using a grid. And this is a fun thing to do for the Super Bowl, but only for Philadelphia Eagles fans, of course. So go Birds. Drawing using a grid is beneficial because it helps artists break down a complex image into smaller, more manageable sections. This technique improves observational skills and helps with scaling up or down an image by dividing it into equal parts across the drawing surface. Famous artists from the Middle Ages, such as Albrecht Dürer, used the grid method to achieve proportional accuracy in paintings and drawings. Many other Renaissance artists, including Leonardo da Vinci, also used the grid method. Copy the boxes on the left, one by one, onto the grid on the right. When all the boxes have been drawn, you should be left with an accurate drawing replication. So obviously, nobody's perfect, so ours are not going to be perfect either because we're not machines or computers, but we can do our best. So it looks like the whole top row, there's nothing, so we don't have to do that. I kind of like to go in order just for my own brain's sake. So I see there's something in B1. So I'm gonna look at where that is, and it's just this little mark here. So I'm gonna go over here to B1 on this side. I'm gonna go down to about the same place that it is over there. I'm gonna try to draw the same exact thing in this B1 as there is in this B1. And there's also a little tiny bitty piece here. So I'm gonna go down like that. All right, so this B1 looks somewhat like this B1. Let's go to B2. B2 is a little harder. It might be easier to like take some paper and block off around the squares that you're working on, if you want. Just so I'm not confused by what's in all the other squares. If I just look at this one. Let's see. Yeah, that helps. That makes my brain not be so confused. So I see that there's a line that goes across straight like this, and there's one that goes from here down to here, then over, then down, then over. And then right about here, there's this little line, and then down like this. All right, cool. Let's go to B3. So B3 is this guy. Maybe I'll block this off again because I kind of like that actually. That made it easier. Otherwise I get like overwhelmed by the other boxes around it. Let's go here and here. All right, B3, what are you? Okay, B3. So it looks like a line here, diagonal, down, and then up and over. Also looks like I kind of missed right here in B2 too. There's like a line just right here that goes across to B3, about right there. And then this line goes like this, and then down, and then one here that goes like straight up, and then diagonally down. All right, not perfect, but that's okay, neither am I. All right, B4, let's move our little squares. Make sure I don't miss any at the bottom. All right, B4. So here comes out a little bit and then down. And then right at that same that same height goes all the way over to here, down a little bit, and down. And then looks like there's a little line there, goes up, over. Oops, I think I made that too skinny. But no worries. Not perfect. Again, neither am I. Let's carry on. All right, B5. Maybe I should like tape these together so that it becomes a tool that I can use over and over again. Okay, so it looks like from here, comes down a little and down. Although now I need to see. Oh, okay, so it lines up right there. So maybe my little tool that I made is not as good as I thought. That's okay. All right, and then I'm getting lost here. Oh yeah, I'm in B5. I'm in the wrong square. All right, so I did this part. Probably could have gone down a little further. Oh well. And then this goes like this. This straight across, down a little, to the left, down like that, and then this goes like down. Also, there's something right here, I feel like. Yeah. There's a line that shows up right here a little bit. All right, let's go to B6. B6. This is taking a long time. That's okay. I'm gonna take my time. All right, so it looks like we're right on the same level here. Almost all the way to there, down a little, down, and then here, down, and there's some kind of little nugget here. And then this goes down, I can see it moves over into B7, and this crosses to B7 too. All right, cool, let's go to B7. So comes over into B7 and down and over. And then like up here. Over, up. All right. B8. Over here, down. And this goes like this, and oh, maybe not that far over. Erase. So this comes over just a little and then down, back here to this line, down, over, and then up, and that goes like that. I'll erase this little nugget here. All right. Oh, and there's, you can see the top here. Something happening there. All right, so I did the whole second row. B, I did the row of B. Let's go to the row of C. It's only a little bit in C1. This, and then that. That's all that's in C1, and then C2. Oh, this one's complicated. Right. Over here. All right, C3. This one's very complicated. Starting to see it come together though, so that's cool. Oh, forgot this part. Down here, across, down. All right, where are we at? C4. Now I need 4 squares to cover the top two. Just happen to have these random squares here. Okay. This follows down to here. Looks like that's actually more diagonal than I thought at first. And then this G comes down and touches there, but then curves here. And this guy down like this, down, 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 over. That's like a straight angle there. Okay. All right. Next is C5. Still gonna cover up all this stuff because otherwise my brain is like, where am I supposed to be looking? All right. This G just goes straight down like this, it looks like. And then I'm starting to be able to tell what the things are. So this is an L. Down and like goes out a little. It's a weird L, but oh well, I didn't make the logo. Next, C6. Okay, that L makes more sense now that it has a little serif on it. And that goes down. And then this guy, I'm noticing he doesn't touch that L, so I'm trying to leave that space. That little weird triangle thing in again. E. Okay. On to C7. Okay. just a little bit, and then it comes out like this and over. Looks like it goes about halfway over, and then this goes down, connects, and then here this S goes to like right here. So we can kind of blend that a little better. And then this here. Okay. All right, that's it for C7, C8. All right. Just this S swirly thing, this curve. There we go. I'm not sure what happens here. All right, looks pretty good. Let's go to D1. Anything in D1? There is. Okay. D1 is pretty easy, just a little triangle. All right, D2. D2 is a little more confusing. All right, so this goes to here. All right, cool. All right, not so bad. Then over here, this is the Eagles logo part, where it starts to get kind of thick. And make sure I colored in thick too, so that it's not just little skinny lines. All right. D3. All right, too confusing. Let me put my other square up here. Ah! My fingers are working against me. Okay, so D3. So that we already have done there. This goes up about to here. Gets a little thinner, but it's still thicker than the lines of the logo, the text logo. All right, and then down here, looks like it's like the top of the eyebrow looking thing. All right, so if you wanted to, you could make another grid. If you wanted to like make this huge, you could make another grid that looks just like this, which every box is an exact square. And so for instance, instead of it being like 1/4 inch squares, you can make them be like 10-inch squares. And then it would be humongous. So like a class could do that, maybe that would be cool. So each student gets a different square, and then you put them all together. That would be fun, like a little mural thing. Not so little, actually. A mural. All right, I can see that this goes into D4 already. Or if you wanted to make it smaller, you could do that too. Just use smaller squares for this one than this one. All right, D4. D4. All right, so this goes over here. I'm gonna go over into the next square just a little bit so I can see where it continues. And then here's this eyebrow thing again. Looks like it goes to like there and it gets skinny. Okay, that's good. All right, D5 is next. Move my squares. Not much in this one. I can see there's a little bit that comes from here over into D5, so I'm just gonna fix that into a point. Then this one goes like that. Looks like it gets a little thicker towards the end. Then down a little and a point of something else happening. All right. That's it. D6. Ooh, it's a Z. Okay. D7. Oh, just when I thought I had finished the text part, there's still more up here. Okay. D7. So this comes down just a little tiny bit into the square. And then this S down like that. I feel like this is like was too low, or yeah, too low. I need to make it higher. Because there's all this white space here in this rectangle, and I don't have all that here. Try to make that a bigger white rectangle with my negative space there. All right. Good enough. Wait, what's happening here? This is supposed to just smoothly go into this. So let me erase. Just to narrow that. There we go. All right, that's better. Cool. All right, D8. Oh, so the S comes down into a point. Didn't see that coming. This goes, I want to make sure like it looks like it's nice and smooth, so I'm going to keep it along this line. Oh, and that like jets out more like that and down, so let's erase. Here we go. Keep that there, and then this comes down just a little and also comes to a point. Okay. And then there's a little bit more of this guy here, but not much. Okay. All right. So far, so good. Let's do E. We definitely finished the text part, so that's good. Although looking back at it now that I can see the whole thing, this L is bothering me a little bit. I think I need to straighten this out. There we go. Oops. Just messed it up again. Okay, that's what erasers are for. All right, that's better. All right, so now we're on E. E1. What do we have here? E1. Top of the beak. So here to here-ish. Just trying to match the thickness of the line. All right. Oh, and then there's a little bit here too. Okay. E2. Ooh, there's a lot here. Okay. I'm gonna need my other squares again. Gosh, suddenly I'm intimidated. Okay, so this goes from here down to like there. It's all black. And up here, okay, I need to pull this away so I can see where that comes from. It goes like this. And then this goes down like this. Let's fill that in. And then, oh gosh, there's so many lines in the next one. What is going on here? Okay, this goes up like this. Okay. And then, oh, over here, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. So I have this, and then I have this. There's like a tiny bit of white showing there. And then something else is happening here too. And then this part apparently goes up like that. And you got a little nostril. That is not really lined up with anything. Okay. Okay. Scared about the next one. E3. Ah, it's an I. All right, I'm actually gonna leave these so I can see, although it makes it confusing, but that's all right. Okay, so this goes from here up to here. And this goes up like this. But this is not that wide. So I'm gonna skinny it down. Okay. All right, and then here, it's like the corner of the eye. And this goes down like this. It's this weird shape here. Maybe more up here more. Ah, And that was a really hard shape. Okay. All right, we have an eye. Just not the neatest one, but it'll do. Okay. All right, that was probably the hardest square yet, but I made it, so I'm gonna keep going. Not gonna quit. E4. Oh, this one has like barely anything in it. Cool. Nice to have an easy one after the hardest one yet. Okay. All right, next is E5. Boop. Trying to smooth out my edge a little. Okay, and then this guy is like up here-ish, all the way over to here. But I want to see where that is in relation to the... Uh-oh. That's in the next one. I messed up. So that's not there. Good thing I looked. All right, this is here. Comes to a point. And then... did I mess up again? Oh right, E5 is this, okay. Oh, so this comes up here. Up here. This takes so much focus because otherwise I'm gonna do the wrong square, the wrong spot. Okay. So I have that, and then I have this one down here that goes like that. Okay. Almost made a colossal error, but able to carry on. All right, E6 has, it's just this. So it looks like it comes from here. Okay, that was easy. Next, boop, E7. Okay, this, I'm gonna look at this little negative space white triangle here to help me make my shape. All right, and the rest of the black fills the bottom here. But then I have another white negative shape triangle. And these two like have a curved edge blending into each other. And then this comes down to like here. And then All right, it's not as like much, it's not as, mine's not as pointy as that one. I'm gonna erase a little, try and make it more angled. So it's more of a rectangle than a curved shape. Okay, now this, I'm just gonna go right over into E8 now, over here, because it just makes it easier. So this goes to here, and this goes to here. Okay. Cool, cool. And this comes down a little bit into E8 too. All right, almost done. We have F and G, and I think that's it. So F1, maybe I could start using not the squares anymore. Let's do it without, let's see. All right, this connects to this. And then this guy goes here, and suddenly we have a pointy beak. Cool. And then this in F2 comes down like this and like that. Kind of tricky. This is all black. You can see there's this little white triangle here I'm going to leave, so I know where to place this black part. And then this goes over into like a black triangle shape into F3. And then this whole thing is black. Cool, cool. And then, okay, I kind of like filled that in by accident. Let's see. This is too wide. That's okay. All right, I'm just gonna come down here like this. All right, so notice I'm no longer on here. Like this is just a little bit of space here, and here it's a lot of space. So I messed up slightly, but I'm gonna keep going. Don't quit. It's fine. No one's gonna be able to tell. See, you know, I got ahead of myself, and I think that's what happened. I shouldn't have. I should have just kept going square by square. I have made it complicated for myself now. All right, this guy goes all the way to this line. Okay. All right, let's go back to the squares because I shouldn't have deviated from that plan. That was a mistake. Let's go to F4. F1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this. See that? Don't try to get smart. We're gonna mess that up. But now I need to see where this comes from. Okay. Oh. All right, so this is a point, and then down here, there's like this white triangle. It's a little bitty thing. goes. Like this. And then another one from here. Okay, let's fix that. Okay. All right, so F5. Let's keep going. You can see this little negative space triangle, so that's gonna help me place this here. Goes to like there. Oop. Pull that in. I'm gonna erase this a little, thin it out. I think I got too thick. Oh, and then this comes down to right here. Okay. 6, F6. Okay, so this comes down. I'm looking at this white triangle-ish shape here too, so I can see where it goes. Actually cuts down into the next row too. And this goes like that. Okay. F7. All right, this comes to a point here. This comes, oh boy, okay. Let's see, so this, I'm gonna go back to this white triangle space here. So I have that, and then it comes down a little bit, and then, all right, so I'm a little off with this one. And this goes like this. I'm just gonna move that so I can see where the point is. Okay, and then this point, all right, I have that here. All right, that's it for row F. All right, row G, this is the last one. So this part's already done. Just gotta go to these two guys. So that's G, 1, 2, 3, 4. G4 goes like this, and like this. T5. Okay, so this comes up. And this comes down here, and then back up here. All right, making connections across blocks, across rows. Fill that in. What's happening right here? This comes down like that, and then I color that in. And that's it. I've done it. All right, Philadelphia Eagles logo. Not perfect, perfectly imperfect. Go Birds.